Hello and welcome back to Show Love, talking about the things we don't always talk about. Now, the first 2 episodes covered male suicide and loneliness and dating. And at the end of the last episode, I promised to try online dating, which I did. I said to myself, I'd do 1 phone call and 1 coffee. Now, if you know me and what Show Love promotes, it's all about meeting face to face and feeling the energy between 2 people. And so this was massively out of my comfort zone. But I didn't think I could completely comment on online dating without at least experiencing it first. Now, don't get me wrong, I know it's a numbers game, and many people are lucky enough, if they keep pursuing it, to eventually meet someone they click with. But you will never get those moments back you wasted on men who didn't deserve your company to begin with. Which brings me to the phone call with Paul, and the hour and a half I wasted listening to his obsession with an 80s band that culminated with his anger at his ex's new partner not wanting to meet him or ask his permission to have his daughter in the evening. I mean, don't get me wrong, but wasn't Paul supposed to be trying to impress me? Not get a free life coaching session. I would never get that time back, and so I never met him. I stupidly met Carl. Oh, God. He changed the time of the coffee, and so instead of meeting in a nice hotel reception, decided it would be okay to offer a rushed meeting in a service station. Again, how would this ever impress anyone? If this is acceptable in the beginning, it would never get any better. And boy, I wish I had never turned up, as I wouldn't have had to listen to him bang on about his ex-wife and the sport she played and the things they'd done together for half of the time it took me to drink my coffee. I wish he'd actually been honest and said, I don't fancy you and I'm still in love with my ex. At least then we would have had something in common. Needless to say, Tinder is now deleted on my phone and I never want another part of it. But to show that I'm not completely one-sided, I've now got a little chat with a lovely guy who runs an app. And for all you app lovers, this is for you. So we all know about the apps out there, swiping left and right, finding potential dates. But this is a new app by Jamie and Terry, and I'm joined by Terry now.
How you doing?
It's called Do I Date, which lets you review people, dates you've been on, friends and family too. The Evening Standard called it the TripAdvisor for people. So it's really good for reviewing strangers, as nowadays we're throwing our fishnet wider than friends of friends. So tell us about Do I Date.
The idea itself started with, we were sitting around a pub having a few beers, and a couple of our girlfriends who use dating apps as Tinder, Plenty of Fish, was sort of sighing and moaning, so complaining about the apps they use. Were from the unwanted dick pics of all things, believe it or not.
And there's a lot of them.
And there's a lot of them, don't get me wrong. A lot of girls like it, a lot of girls don't. But,
sometimes, good.
But I said, surely there's a way where you can show your fellow dater, say, this guy's hounding me, being a pest, he's being a bit creepy. And so say, look, that's what he's all about. You might like it, you might not. I said, well, no, you can't. I said, well, on none of these dating platforms, you can't do that. I said, no. So then there was sort of a light bulb moment, and the next day we've searched and searched and searched, nothing like it. So our version of Do I Date was created. It's only available on the iPhone for now, but very shortly it's going to be available on a web platform too, so Android users can use it. And there is a dating element available too, which obviously is the same as the other platforms, but the difference is we're the most honest and trustworthy because we've got a built-in review system. Exactly.
So that's the thing, the stranger danger thing. It's good for people that want to know what they're getting into.
Yeah, stranger danger. I find a good 60% of people using these platforms are trying to find someone.
Yeah.
Yet you've got these people that are just using it to ghost or using it to have a bit of fun. Fake profiles is a big thing. Abusers online, and it's spoiling what I imagine the platforms were initially used for.
Yeah, I mean, the scary part of it is that we were saying in the last 5 years, online dating apps have contributed to rapes and attacks going up 450%. That's according to the UK's National Crime Agency, which is phenomenal to think that.
Scary. But for us, if we can make a dent in that, however little,
we're doing a great job. Yeah, so I think that's what the thing that most men and women, you go out there, you don't know who you're talking to. You don't know even if it's a real picture or a real person. Some people are like a robot. Some of them are robots. I mean, yours assures that isn't the case, right?
Yeah, and it's pretty a different way. It's like we're skipping the honeymoon period and let you know what we're like after the honeymoon period. Like I can sell myself here right now to you really well, but really I'm an arsehole.
Let's hope not. I don't think you are.
No, but like I could 2 weeks down the line go, actually, he was a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Whereas I could be on these platforms and telling you I'm single. I've got a missus and the kid at home. Yeah. And this goes on, right?
Yeah. So like that skips the wasting 2 weeks, 5 years, whatever of your time, with them lying to you. That you go, oh look, all these people have said actually they're a good guy. Or
let me explain how it works. So basically, you download the app from the App Store. So go to Do I Date, download it, and you upload your contacts. No one else can see your contacts. It's just you. So if you want to give me a rating or a review, as soon as you do, I'll get a text notification saying, oh, you've been reviewed on Do I Date. So you have to log in and see the profile that you've made for me. I can change the picture on there. And if I choose to want to come off there, I can come off it. So you're not tied in forever. But it's no different to you on Facebook tagging me in the picture than people comment on it. But you notice on Facebook, there's only ever a thumbs up, right? You can only like something. Yeah. There's never a thumbs down, which is trying to sway you to one way. Whereas what we're trying to do is bring an honesty to the dating community and just basically change the dating culture.
So if I download it, I'm giving people permission to rate me, but I can also rate anyone that's in my contact list.
Yeah, everyone can see your profile, but I can only review your profile if I actually know you. Another way, if one of your contacts gets reviewed, you get a notification, it says, Claire's been reviewed. And you go, what's she about? And the other thing, you can be going through and see one of your friends who you work with, happily married, family, but they've just been reviewed for going on a date last night. But you can share that with the world via social media. So just click a button, you can send a review out on Facebook, WhatsApp. You can create a WhatsApp group, just show your friends, look what so-and-so's about.
Yeah, so it stops the liars, right? Which is great.
That's what it's about. You can only do one review per contact, and that's in the strictest confidence as well. No one knows where it comes from.
So you can do it anonymously?
That's the only way you can do it.
Can you say your name so that they know?
Yeah, obviously. Like I can give you a rating or a review and then say it's myself, like it's Terry, and say your name and do it that way. Also, I can comment after. And to comment, then you have to show it as yourself.
I'm going to get a good one later. Then.
Of course you are. Unbelievable. 5 stars.
But if you wanted to say something bad and you didn't want them to know it was from you...
Yeah, we touch on the domestic violence side of people meeting on these apps. They're meeting strangers online. Yeah, then the worst case scenario is rape or any other type of abuse. A lot of people don't want to come forward to have the stigma of a victim. Yeah, we help them because they come in strictest confidence, where there's their safety net, yet they still get to say, look, yeah, I met Joe Blogs on Tinder or Plenty of Fish. That profile isn't actually his real name. We met here, this is what happened. And it prevents him from going on, because at the minute, there's nothing in place that stops that. No. It just goes on and goes on and goes on. Nothing.
You're going to save a lot of lives. And you're going to put catfish out of business.
It's a big problem for catfish.
Yes.
And the nice side of it, people actually do want to meet someone, which I guess that's why you actually join the dating app in the first place. We're there for them.
So it's obviously the dating, as it's called Do I Date, but there is the friendship element that you can review your friends so that other people know they're good people. Right?
For instance, like my brother, he's going to hates me for saying this.
Oh, bless your brother.
Frankie, I'm going to name him too. Yeah.
And how old is he, just for the ladies out there?
He's, I'm going to get his age wrong, 26, I'm going to say. Lovely guy. And he's the most handsome, generous, intelligent, just lovely human being, but he's so shy. And why should these platforms just be for people for the confidence? So, as a friend or a family member, I go, actually, 5 stars Frankie. He's kind, he's generous, he's giving, he's understanding, blah, blah, blah. He's out there. Then you might say, yeah, I agree. Bang on. Couldn't agree more. And someone on there wants that. No one wants to be with someone who's been around the block or horrible or just... There is something, don't get me wrong. You might get someone who loves a 1-star guy who only wants that fun for the night. So we can offer them that too.
Yeah.
We do offer something for everybody.
Yeah.
But generally we are trying to make a difference.
But your brother in that scenario wouldn't big himself up, so it
Never.
would be nice for him to...
Never at all. Like he wouldn't know where to start for saying something nice about himself.
Yeah.
And I should imagine there's an ocean of people like that.
Yeah, oh, definitely. So we need more authenticity and accountability online. It's great that you're doing that. The new Instagram generation, they're looking for feedback, so this really fits in with them, right?
Of course, well, everyone likes their picture to be liked. Everyone likes their profiles. But so for that side of it, if you get someone who's played up and may show themselves, well, not treated you very nice, but they get 2-star, just out their pure vanity, they're going to want to do something better about it, right? No one wants to. So you want to get that back up to your 5 stars. Or if you'll just get yourself on there and it's a bad review, if you can take a look at yourself after and go, actually, I might not have behaved the way I should have, then we're doing a good job.
Yeah, that's
people
a
look
really
at yourself,
good
right?
job, definitely. Because there's probably a lot of people out there that are doing things and not being held accountable. And,
of course.
And this would be a good way for them to wake up.
And then they're going on and doing it again and again and again.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to out them too much, because just like being a victim or just like being someone, if you pull the wool over my eyes, I don't want to be deemed a fool. So why am I going to openly go, so-and-so's done this to me?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep quiet. Then it doesn't really help, because that person goes on to offend and hurt somebody else.
It's good. There's something really safe about it.
That is it. That's all I keep drumming on with: safety and trustworthy and transparency. That's all our main key. Our main objective is to clean up this dating game.
Yeah.
And
big job, but someone's got to do it, right?
Start small, right?
Yeah, no, it's good. But you're already going worldwide.
It's unbelievable. We've been going just over 2 months now, just shy of 1,000 users. But we have not just little small 2 London lads. We've got downloads in all over the US, Ireland, India, Germany, Turkey. Some countries I can't even pronounce.
Brilliant.
It's really good. To the point where I say we've been in the Evening Standard, we've been in the Independent, we've actually been in press release for now. I think there's 16 articles worldwide.
Amazing.
And I didn't even know about it. It's
and
only
the
my
Metro
friends.
Recently.
Yeah, it was in a Metro recently, which is brilliant. So this is all just because I think it's something that interests everybody. So someone's been scorned. Someone's been we've all been there.
Yeah.
And no one's whiter than white.
No.
So as I say, it brings that level of honesty back in the game.
Yeah. I'm all for that.
Which is, if we can, and again, the catfish is going to hate it.
Good.
But then I was actually expecting 90% of the reviews to be negative or throw someone on the bus. He's this, he's that, or she's this, she's that. I've been shocked, hands up, it's the other way, it's like 90% positive. And out of 1,000 users, you'd have a pretty good scale to judge it.
Yeah.
Whereas
89% positive.
Yeah.
Apparently, at the moment.
Of course, we're like 50% male and compared so far, which gives you, so it's pretty, say call it 50-50. Like.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good range of
because
scale.
Thinking about it, you'd assume that there'd be lots of girls going, oh, he was awful, but actually it's across the board.
Yeah. People
saying, actually, this person's quite nice, weren't right for me, or this is a really nice friend of mine, or what have you.
Yeah, and there's exactly that. We've had reviews from guys being outed for being married with the kids, and unfortunately not being what they said in the tin. Then we've got women going on there saying, "Oh yeah, I'd love your date. Would love a second date." Yeah. So it's not just as you'd think it'd be.
Yeah, that's really good.
It's a cheat. Where everyone thinks that's what you're about. We're not. We actually want people to find people.
Talking of examples, I actually downloaded it just a minute ago, and it's very easy to do. You just download it on your iPhone. It asks you to tick if you're going to be honest, which is good. You can't get in, so I'm obviously going to be honest. And I did download it, and Jamie, who's not here, your partner, came up, and he's got some lovely reviews so far, saying this. I mean, he's your best mate, so he's your best mate.
Yeah, it's true.
So it says roller coaster ride with this guy. Hold on tight and enjoy the ride. Jamie is a hilarious individual, life of the party, but a bit of a nutter.
Yeah.
Every day should be a blast with this guy, Jamie, absolute alpha. I mean, it's such a good idea that so if I just click onto it, I know what this guy's like already.
And as you go through the review as well, you, as just reading it, you get to react to that review. So you can either, you've got 4 different emojis. You've got the love heart eyes, the crying one, crying with laughter, the shock face, or the angry face. So whatever sort of review you come across, you react to it in some way. So
say I left the room now and you did a review and said, actually, she's a nightmare, and I didn't agree. What do I do then?
You'll find out in a minute. I'm about to do it.
Can I just complain and say get it off? Or?
Yeah, there's a reporting system.
Yeah.
And we give you an options list of why you think it's unfair, or it's a lie, or it's inappropriate. We get to review it. If we think there's things to be true, we take it down.
Yeah.
I think genuinely, if you're doing that, something would have to be really wrong for you to go on there and report to take it down.
Yeah.
It's shocking. Otherwise, say out of 10 reviews, if you've got 9 that are very similar, I'd have to go with the 9 different people than yourself.
Definitely. It can't all be wrong.
No, right?
Yeah. No, that's really good. So I found out about you because I was pulling into a service station. It was very early in the morning, if I remember. Yeah. And these 2 amazing cars were next to each other. It was you and Jamie driving them.
Yeah.
And you were filling up with petrol. And they had all these emojis and do I date? And I thought, I have to find out what this is. And just came and asked you if I could interview you for the podcast. You kindly said yes. Yeah,
I don't know if they suit us the best, them 2 bright pink cars covered in emoji and 2 ugly big lads driving about. But they definitely stand out.
So you're driving them around at the moment, are you?
All day long, yeah. And it's funny, that same day, after I see you, another petrol station on the way back, I'm getting something to eat. The guy comes over and asks me, I've got to ask you, like, what's it all about? Yeah. I explained, your grass, you're wrong. I'm crying driving out here.
Yeah, brilliant.
What's wrong with you?
You're putting him out of business.
Yeah, he said, what are you doing? Like, this can't go ahead. He said, no.
Yeah, brilliant.
Which, as I said, like it's something where it interests everybody. Everyone wants to fall in love, and no one wants to be played about.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you to the Do I Date boys. Lovely to talk to you, Terry. You're right. Everyone wants to fall in love. Online dating is not going anywhere. But if you do it, please stay safe. There's a great podcast called Dirty John for anyone wanting to experience the fascinating story of how John conned many women in America. If you want to comment, please follow the Show Love podcast page on Facebook. Please join the conversation. That's it for now. Love you for listening, and don't forget to show love. Thank you to Ollie Trevors for Saucy Naughty Rubbish and Danny Wright for staying in. Both Danny and Ollie are playing different gigs around the country, so check them out. Thank you to Alex McCardle for his sound expertise. And please follow us on social media, Instagram, Twitter or Facebook at ShowLoveUK.
So much to get through, I know I'll start it in a minute or two. Let's plan it all in my head. Procrastination, self-stimulation, instant gratification. I'm self-medicating, therapist recommending more meditating, wasted education. I need more admiration, and I don't wanna bother with today. I pretty much missed it anyway. Might as well stay, and I don't wanna bother with today. I pretty much missed it anyway. Might as well stay, I'm staying in. Calm down with me. Repeat it on channel 3. I watch it cause I'm feeling hungry. Try and shift the mood, so I order Chinese food. said fuck it, just keep the change, dude. Finance situation spent on dedication. Dreams of Wembley Stadium and my name carved in the pavement. And I don't wanna bother with today.